Ram Krishna Hari. Good morning to all my friends. Today the Haripat number 7. Parvata pramane padaha karane vajraleba hone abhaktashi. Nahi jyasi bhakti to patita abhakta harisi na bhajata daiva khata. Ananta vachala baralati parala vyakaisa gopala bhave hari. Jnanadeva pramana atmaha nidana Sarvankati Purna Ekanande. So this is the song actually. Let us see the first line. Parvata Pramana Padaha Karane Vajralepa Honi Abhaktasi. Before I try to explain this particular line, I just wanted to say that the whole of Haripat is just to increase the Haribhava, the feel towards the love feel towards the Hari Krishna. See, for that many tips has been given up to this OV, up to this sloka. Main point, understand the love of God, feel the love of God, so that you will get the Haribhava. See, we all have a huge interest to have the Haribhava, but still we are unable to get the Haribhava. Many people choose to ask me, see, Bhakti you may have, but it is not coming to me, what can I do? That time I used to say that, see, everything can be created. See, even though your basic nature itself is to feel the God only, but unfortunately you have forgotten. How you have forgotten the God? By way of practice you have forgotten the God. Similarly, it is now necessary to practice to feel the God. But it is very easy to. So, until now we keep on telling that feel the love of God. Try to understand who is God. And try to understand who are you. So by this mere understanding, we can able to easily immerse into the love of God. So this is what until now we have seen. This particular song is very important. It has been particularly mentioned in the reverse way. What not to be done. So this is very important. See, what should be done to have the feel of God. That has been already explained. Now he is telling that what should not be done. Why you are unable to get the feel of God? What are all the mistakes which you are doing in your day-to-day life? And that is the reason why you are unable to feel the God. So he is just pointing out why we are unable to feel the God. So that is why this particular Abhanga is also extremely important. So in the first line itself he is saying that Parvata Pramane Padaha Karane Vajraleba Hone Abhaktasi. Why you are unable to have the love feel or devotion towards the God? The reason is the sins. We are doing lot of sins in our life. How much sins we are doing? Mountain of sins. One or two. It's not one or two, but mountain of sins. And all the sins put your mind so hard. Vajraleba manje. It's like hard like diamond. So your mind is so hard, it doesn't have any love in it. It becomes full of selfishness, arrogance. So all this just because of the sins which have been performed for many days, and your mind becomes so hard, and that is why you are unable to feel the love of God. So this is the first line explains. So by this what we should feel? Oh, the reason we are understanding, once the reason has been found out, the remedy is automatically included in the cause, So, okay, till now I have been done full of sins, and that is the reason why my mind becomes hard. Now what should I do? I should make a promise that I should never do any kind of sins in my life. I should throw away these wrong qualities like selfishness, jealousy, arrogance. So all these kind of negative abilities I should first of all try to avoid completely. See, I asked you to feel the love of God, automatically you will become the love. That is one technique and one practice. Here is one more practice. People used to ask me, see, even if you try to understand the God, even if I am trying to feel the love of God, but I am unable to feel it. The reason is, you can't feel because your mind is so hard with full of sins. First, try to eliminate those negative characters and qualities inside the mind, and then try to feel the love of God. Or both should go hand in hand simultaneously. That means that the two techniques has to be processed simultaneously. We should keep on try to think about God on the one hand, feel about the God on the one hand. On the other hand, we should also think on how to eliminate these negative traits in us. Because these negative traits will not even allow to feel the love of God. And therefore, this first line is very important. Completely get rid of all your negative traits so that you can able to feel the love of God, and only then you can able to become a devotee of a God. Otherwise, you will not be a devotee, a bhaktasi. And next line, nahi jyachi bhakti to patita abhakta harisi na bhajata daiva hatha. Next line he is telling that even if you don't do any sins at all in your life, still, if you don't think about the God, that itself is the greatest sin. People may assume that if I do something wrong to others, only then it is a sin. If I don't do any wrong to others, then I myself think that I am a good man. So even in such case also you cannot get the feel of God. The reason is, even if you don't hurt others, to do any bad things to others, still you must feel the God. Why? Why means, why I have become sin even if I don't hurt others? The reason is very simple. If you are don't thankful to someone who did a lot of help to you, then are you not doing sin to him? A basic manners, a mankind, a human being, nature, what is it? If someone is doing a lot of help to you, quite naturally, you should at least feel a little bit of thankfulness for them. You should feel a good love for them. Of course, you are not doing any harm to them, but at least you should feel a kind of thankfulness and love, no? That is the very basic of mankind. And if you don't have that smaller mankind in you, again your mind becomes so hard that you will not be able to feel the God. So that is why it has been told here that you must feel. Say, why should I feel the God? I am not hurting anyone now. See, right from the birth, 24 hours, 365 days, whatever happens to you, it is purely done by God out of His pure love. Unfortunately, we have totally forgotten Him. But whether you forget or whether you even blame Him also, still He is doing a lot of things to you. So, even if you are unable to understand full and full about the God, but you may be able to know that many good things happened in your life now. At least for that you can thankful to God now. So you don't even necessary, because you have not understood the God. So therefore, when the God placed in you in a different way, something you may not able to understand, but certain things in your life, there are a lot of positives and good things which you feel, which is happening. At least that time, are we thankful to God? Oh God, really great. So something like that, you must feel it. But if you deeply analyze, it is needless to say that right from the birth, even now, I told you earlier that how the 5 basic elements is helping you. Because the God is, Jnanadev is declaring that everything is God. Everyone who is in and around you is helping in you one or other way. Even the poison is helping you, I told you on the other Abhanga. So therefore, if you deeply think about it, then you will feel a shock on the love of God towards you. Yes, such a tremendous love He has with you. And it is impossible to remain without thankful to Him, because it is such a great love. So therefore, again, the same thing has been repeated here. In the first thing, avoid the negative traits, and the next thing, try to feel the God, think about the God, and be thankful to Him. Only then you can able to feel the love of God, and you can able to become a devotee. And he is also telling that harisi na bhajata daiva hatha. See, as long as if you don't thankful to God, you know what will happen. Your ego is getting increased. You feel as if that you are great. Then naturally what will happen, no? See, here whatever happens, it is just by God. But you assume that you are doing something. But when the failure occurs, it will hurt you. You feel so unlucky. But that luck or unluck, it is nothing is that to do with luck or unluck, because whatever the God does to you, it is good for you. But if you don't have any devotion and if you don't surrender to God, automatically your ego is getting increased, and quite naturally, many times when the failure occurs, you start feel hurt yourself. You feel so unfortunate. You feel so unlucky. And all this happens just because you don't surrender to God. You don't understand the God. So therefore, please develop a love towards God. That means in the first line, he has told that eradicate the negative traits. And in the second line, develop the thankfulness to God and feel the God and develop the love of God. And in the third stanza, Ananta Vachala Baralati Barala Kya Kaisa Gopala Bhave Hari. And again he is telling that what not to do. See here in this particular Abhanga, I told you that he has been explained what not to do, no? So first he has asked us to eradicate the negative traits, and now he is telling that do not talk unnecessarily. See, people continuously useless talks, gossips we used to say. They will be talking number of hours together, but what will be the outcome, you know? It is totally zero. No benefit to both listener as well as talker. But here he is asking to avoid that. So if you eliminate these useless talks and unnecessary talks, automatically you can increase the Gopala Bhava. See, in all the previous Abhangas, of course, in the coming Abhangas, he keep on insisting to have the Satsanga, Sadhu Sangha. He is keep on insisting it. What is Sadhu Sangha? There also we are going to continuously talk only, but that is not a useless talk, that is completely useful talks. So when that all those useful talks will easily give you a Haribhava to you. It has been explained earlier. And now he is telling that, and if you really wanted to mingle with Sadhu Sangha, if you really get interested towards the Sadhu Sangha, first of all, you must eliminate the useless Sangha. That means wherein the ego, likes, dislikes, only these things will be cultivated by useless talks. Hey, you know, that person has earned a lot of money, and by doing so we can earn more money, we can earn more prestige. So all these kind of desires and addictions, they will keep on talking like this only. So by these talkings, our mind gets corrupted more and more. Our mind becomes harder more and more. And the mind is not inclined to listen to the stories of the bhaktas and the stories of the God. And how could you, if you don't listen to the stories of the bhaktas and God, how will you increase the Haribhava? So Sadhu Sangha, of course, can give you straight away. So Nureniya Tela. So in the last Abhanga, he has very clearly explained that the Sadhu Sangha will take care of everything. But you must go to and inclined to the Sadhu Sangha. Your mind should have such a capacity, you know. So you yourself have to decide to receive what they give, you know. So God is always ready to give a boon. But if you don't receive it, there is no use of it. So therefore, he is particularly telling that in order to have an eligible person to receive the grace of God and grace of Sadhu Sangha, first please purify your heart. That means eliminate unnecessary talks and the negative traits in your mind. So this is the thing explained in this third stanza. Jnanadeva pramana atmaha nidana sarvangati purana ekanande. So having said all these things, finally he is concluded. He is giving a conclusion. Okay, now I told you that what to do and what not to do. And now I am giving you a conclusion. Pramana. So that means that he is promising us. Jnanadeva pramana. He is promising us atmaha nidana. Atma means Hari. Nidana. It's something like fortune. That means lucky enough. Treasure, we can say. Atma is like a treasure. That means that will give all positive things to you. That means a permanent bliss to you. So that what you require, that automatically will have. That is the Atma, that is the Hari. So he is promisingly telling all these things. Sarvangati Purna Ekanande. And he is also declaring again and again the greatest secret, that Hari is not only in one particular thing, one particular place, he is everywhere. So everywhere only Ekananda, Hari himself is available in everything and in everywhere. And it is so easy to understand that when he himself is in everything and everywhere, then how much love he can show to us. See, if you are a limited being, you cannot show your love to a greater extent. But Hari is not a limited being. He is everything. He is everywhere. He is all. Then just imagine how much love he can show to you. And therefore how much fortune you can get, how much treasure you can get. So all these things Jnanadev tells, by promise he is telling. So therefore we must trust all these words and let us see the Hari in everything and everywhere. And before developing the love towards God, we will also try to eliminate the negative traits and useless talks and think about the God continuously, and we will try to achieve the Hari Bhava. Thank you so much to all of you.